Hello, everyone, and welcome to the new moon in Aries, solar eclipse, Feng Shui, massive time of change. Let's get into all of it. This new moon eclipse kicks off eclipse season 2023, and it is the 19th into the 20th, depending on where you are. It's also going to look different depending on where you are, because for some of you, it's going to be a total solar eclipse. And for some of you, it's going to be a ring of fire where you see just the ring outline, like a light, like a halo floating in the sky, which is very unusual to have a combination eclipse. It's also very unusual because it's the second new moon in Aries in 2023. So we're getting fire, fire, fire energy, which is very exciting. And it's also extremely rare because it is involving Pluto, which is the planet of massive transformation, and it is very intrinsically linked to Pluto. So whenever we have eclipses, they're like supercharged fresh starts, supercharged times of change. And when you involve big planets in these eclipses, so any planet that's going to pack a punch, that's going to have significance, it's going to add to that story of change. And so the story gets amplified by Pluto, the planet of massive transformation, which is for the very first time in our lifetimes in the sign of Aquarius. All of the empowerment, all of the excellence that brings. And I did a whole video on Pluto and Aquarius that you can go back and watch, because it's not just for right now, meaning right now through June. It's actually all the way through from 2024 all the way on to 2044 or something like that. It's like 20 years of wild transformation with Pluto in Aquarius. So that's a really good thing to watch if you want to sort of get the larger sense of these big themes and how unusual and rare they are. It's kind of exciting that we're having so many rare changes happening all at once. And the big push celestially, the big push of the cosmos. And I think for all of us after this last few years, the big idea, the words that are resonant, the question to ask yourself is, how excellent can my life be? How excellent can my life be? What can I envision for myself that is the most excellent that it could be? How can I feel that feeling of my life being the most excellent that I could even dare to imagine that it could be? How can I really eclipse out of my life anything that's been in my way or holding me back? Because I want this big vision now. And that's what we're going to talk about for the Feng Shui for this eclipse. And this eclipse is not just for this week or this month, it's for the 6 months ahead. Massive transformation, massive growth. And it starts, all transformation starts with deep self-care and really connecting to your passions, connecting to what lights you up. So let's start with this. If you are not full of energy, it's going to be very hard for you to do all the things and receive all the things that you want. It takes energy to receive things. Just think about it. If you're exhausted and someone calls you up and they offer you all these amazing experiences, you want to go to this special dinner? Do you want to go to this event? Do you want to go to this concert? Do you want to go to this game? And you're just so tired. You're like, you know what? Normally I would say yes, but I just can't go. This is that energy where you're not able to receive. Sometimes you'll rally and make it happen, and then you'll be so depleted. That's not the way you're going to experience the biggest breakthroughs. We need energy in order to expand. This is so fundamental. In the School of Intention, the professional Feng Shui training school, it starts with really understanding your energy on a profound level, and not just understanding it in an abstract sense, but filling yourself up in every way, becoming deeply magnetic, really feeling all this energy moving through you. And that's what we're going to talk about a bit today. If you want to become a Feng Shui professional in this time of massive positive transformation where all of your potential is going to zoom to life, even Molly McCord, one of my favorite astrologers on YouTube, said, prepare to have your mind blown by this eclipse. This time is so powerful. And all these astrologers have been talking about it in different ways. But if you want to become a Feng Shui professional during this time, trained in this really one of its kind in the world, unique and ultra powerful brand of life changing design, this method of life changing design for you and your home. Link is below to get all the details for the School of Intention, which is now open for registration. And we start with orientation next Saturday around this time. So it's very exciting that all of this is beginning as we leap into this new season of expansion and home magic. We're going to talk about some expansion and home magic today, starting with this filling yourself up. Are you depleted? Are you not allowing yourself to do the things you need to do to fill yourself up completely? So think about that. Do you need more rest? Do you need to slow down so that you can speed up? This is sometimes counterintuitive. You're like, no, I want to go. I want to go. I have to work. I have things to do. And I get it. But again, it's going to be so much more productive if you slow down so that then you can truly speed up and receive so much more and create from a place of genius. And this is really a time to be in your genius zone, not to be halfway there or phoning it in or sort of showing up or forcing yourself to show up and do things. If you are really tired, you may need more than just a week of rest or a day or a weekend of rest. You may need months of more rest. And that might be the key for you to making the biggest breakthroughs in the season ahead. And so honor that, honor those feelings. This is going to be very, very powerful. But again, the big question is, how excellent can my life be? How big, how great, how expanded can my life be? And so we really want to get into that question, you want to be able to be full of energy so you can really approach that question from a place where you're expanded. When you're exhausted, you're like, oh, I don't want to think about goals. I don't want to think about tomorrow. I just want to think about how can I sleep? I want to think about what can I eat right now? I want to think about feeling better. You don't necessarily want to think about all the big dreams because those involve energy and you're just not there. So first step, please, please, please fill yourself up. Give yourself all the rest and all of the other things. So it might be more water. It might be more herbal tea. I'm drinking a whole suite of herbal teas throughout the day. Everything from raspberry leaf to holy basil. This is fennel. Just a whole, I have thyme tea. I have all kinds of teas throughout the day. And it helps me so much. When I don't do that, I notice the difference over time. And for you, it might be vitamins. It might be a smoothie. It might be something else that you do for yourself that fills you up with extra energy. Don't let that go. Prioritize that vibe. It's going to make such a big difference in all that you manifest. This is the key right now, guys. It's not the old way where you just work, and then hope that things come to you. It's about really deeply filling yourself up so that you can be genius and you can start magnetizing, not in sort of an abstract way, but in an active way. This is very active fire energy. 2 Aries new moons mean fiery fresh starts and fiery fresh starts and fiery fresh starts. And if you want to handle that much fire, that much passion, that much excitement, you need to be full. So fill yourself up with all this amazing energy. And now we're going to start deep decluttering. Because this new moon eclipse takes place at the very last degree of Aries. So in Zodiac, there are degrees around the wheel. This takes place at the very last degree of the sign of Aries before it moves on. And so At this point, it's a point of ending and beginning. And so, what are you ready to let go to open the road to all these big, excellent, exciting things that are coming your way? What can you declutter right now? And you need to fill yourself up first, because when you're decluttering, you want to have the energy to confront things. Again, when you're tired, you don't think, oh, let me open up the closets and start digging in them. No, you're like, the closets are closed. That's cool. I don't want to see that. Moving on. And so instead, we want to open up the closets. We want to open up the drawers. We want to open up the doors. You want to be able to look at everything from a new perspective where you are full and ready to confront things. This is so important. It's going to make such a big difference in what you can confront and uncover and clear. So we want to declutter home from that perspective, opening things up, freeing all this stuff, letting things go. Also, think about what habits, even just one habit, that is standing in your way. It might be that you know that you function better when you wake up early in the morning and you've been waking up late. So that's a habit you switch. It might be one small habit where you know that everything goes better if you do yoga before bed. And so you do that thing. You may have a sense that you need to drink more water. You haven't been drinking enough water. You do that. The small things can make the biggest difference, especially if you're feeling drawn to them. Chances are it's going to help you to create an equilibrium that strengthens your full energy and all of your magnetism. So that is super powerful. Now, you might also want to think about decluttering your mind. If you are scrolling on social media all the time, if you are taking in lots of data, it might be a time where you go, I'm going to stop doing that. If you've been spending a lot of time uh, worrying, overthinking about things, you might want to instead start changing that habit. When you find yourself worrying, you shake it off and go do something else. This simple one habit shift, just don't overload yourself, one thing at a time, can open doors to all the things that are coming to you. So, this is all the energetics. Now, as you're clearing all this clutter, as you're letting things go, you are creating a vacuum to bring into your life all these new things. It's Catherine Ponder's vacuum law of prosperity, where you are truly just opening the doors to bring money, to bring abundance, to bring new opportunities, to bring all kinds of greatness into your life. So out with the old, and really just let it go. This is going to be so incredibly powerful. Now, there's a strong Venus sensibility during this time, which is going to carry through the 6 months ahead. So for many of you, it's spring and summer. For some of you, it's autumn and winter. These 2 months ahead, full of beautification, especially creating a sanctuary at home, really beautifying everything. Start with the energy. Clear the energy in your home and use some fire. So one simple way to do this is to safely open up the windows and safely burn a candle in every room of your house for about an hour. And just imagine, you can even meditate during that time, walk through your house and see all the candles burning. And imagine that as the candles are burning, they are cleansing away all the energies you do not need or want in your house. That can be a very powerful, simple cleanse. Another thing that you might want to try is salt burning, which you can find if you type it in to my page. If you go to the main page. By the way, if you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe and share and all of those things, because it means the world to me and it really helps the channel. But it'll also help you to find the main page where you can go and look up salt burning. Please don't burn salt if you don't feel comfortable doing it. You have to take responsibility for it. It's one of the most powerful ways to clear energy in your home. You don't have to do it often. In fact, you can do it extremely infrequently, and only do it if you feel 1000% safe about doing it, because you have to take responsibility for what you're doing. And I say that again and again in the video as well, but it's another one that's really, really great. You can also think about firing up your home with more beauty. So fluffing things up. You can go around your house right now and start right now, fluffing things up, fluff the pillows, fluff the cushions, fluff up everything, vacuum all the upholstery, really clean it all off, and then vacuum your whole house so that you have this big, huge clearing, fresh start. Very powerful and such a big boost for all the energy that you want to feel. Remember, we're feeling in right now to that big question: how excellent can my life be? All those big visions. That's what we're aiming for, the energy, the feeling of all that greatness everywhere around you. This is how you manifest with speed and power. So, next thing you might want to do, because this is again a 6-month influence, you might want to sit down right now and start brainstorming things in your house that you want to upgrade. So, for instance, you might want a tree in your house, an indoor tree. You might want certain decor. You might want a new sofa. I want 2 new sofas and a new coffee table and a giant piece of art that I'm going to make and all sorts of other things. So I brainstorm and create. You can create a little vision board for yourself of all the things that you want for your home in the 6 months ahead. And ever since I made that my vision board for the season, I did it a few weeks ago. 2 things have already come out of 9. It's really powerful. So put your list together and watch what happens when you declare, this is not just a dream. This is what I will have. And I'm just figuring out all the specifics now so that I can welcome it into my life. So awesome. And living with that ideal, drawing you forward, is going to be so powerful. Now, this is a time to create a whole new mind, to create a whole new energy field for yourself, to create a whole new container to, again, be able to receive. If you want to supercharge your abundance, if you want to receive more and more, you need to have the energy physically to receive it, as we talked about, but also the expanded energy around you so that you have room to receive it into your life. And so when you declutter, you're physically creating room for new things. When you get rid of an old sofa, you have room for the new one. When you get rid of clothes in your closet, you have room for new clothes. That's something that we can all wrap our heads around. On an energetic level, it's the same thing. When you start dumping old patterns, dumping old habits, dumping old time wasting things that you do, suddenly you have the energy, the presence, and the space to receive more. You can take on more responsibility. You can take on more things. I often ask people this question: if what you wanted most in the world, all of it, arrived right now, would you be ready for it? Would you be physically ready for it? Would you be energetically ready for it? Would you be able to take on the responsibility of it? For instance, let's just say that you want this massive dream home. You've thought about it forever. You want it so badly. Would you be ready on an energetic level to take responsibility for it? All the maintenance, all the things that have to be done, setting it up, taking care of it. Um, and if you're not, that's okay. But you really, when you think about it, it shows you how much you can prepare, how much you can learn and get ready and grow. So, and to have even just the mindset to say, I know I can take this on, so that you don't freak out when all these awesome things arrive. You want to know when awesome things arrive, you are ready to go. You are ready to take them on. You're ready to run with it. That is powerful. One of the best ways to create a new energetic field in your cellular body is with gratitude, literally giving your body gratitude. I've learned a lot from Sanaya Roman's teachings about the power of speaking to your body, to your cells, giving gratitude in profound ways for everything your body does for you, for everything your mind does for you. It's very easy for us to say, oh, I'm so dumb. Oh, I forgot this. Oh, I'm losing my mind. Oh, I'm such a mess. Oh, I need to lose this weight or do this thing. We can compartmentalize and attack ourselves in so many ways. But what happens with gratitude, as you all know, is that when you shower gratitude on anything, it expands. And so if you start focusing on all the great things about you, about your body, about your mind, about your activity, about everything, even your potential, your past, if you start being ultra grateful in action, just saying, even looking in the mirror and saying to your body how grateful you are for every single piece of it, it is so powerful in how it can create shift and create change. And you find yourself not looking at all these things that are wrong. I made the grave mistake of starting to look at certain friends of mine were doing different types of dermatological procedures, like face things, like all sorts of treatments and things. And I think it's all wonderful. But I started watching a lot of videos. Like, what did this celebrity have done? What did this thing? What did that? And I started to freak out. I was like, oh my God, is this what my future is? I was like, no, no, no. But now I was looking at myself so critically. I was thinking so critically as though divorced from myself. And I started just showering love on myself more and more and just stopped watching all that stuff. And what a huge difference it made. And it was just a small thing for a small period of time, but it really had an impact. So think about all those things, those ways you might be attacking yourself or criticizing yourself, and instead switch it up. Pour gratitude on you. Shower yourself in gratitude, and it's going to help you to create that ultra magnetism and all the vibrance and all the excellence that you want. It's the ultimate in beautification. It's pure love. That's love, appreciation, all of it. Another thing that you can think about doing at this time, and this is a wonderful time for it. It's always a wonderful time for more visualization. So again, you can sit down every day for the next 6 months and really envision all the things that you want and see unfolding for you, and not just envisioning it in your mind, but feeling it in your body, feeling how exciting it is, feeling how great it is, feeling how you want to go for all of these things. So, so exciting. And it can really rocket your life to the next level. Visualization changes your mind, changes your body, changes your energy, changes everything, because we are infinitely creative people. This whole feng shui method is founded on creative awakening and infinite possibility, unlike anything else in the world. And if you tap into that creative power of visualization and use it daily, really use it, you will see how life starts to shift in the hugest ways. One of the greatest gifts my dad ever gave me was the book by Shakti Gawain, Creative Visualization, back in the 80s. And I swear it was the key, and still is the key, to so much of my life going right and breaking out of incredible odds, and just making things happen that I never thought was possible. Creative visualization is game changing. So keep that in mind, and then finally immerse yourself in what you want. Deep immersion creates deep change. Follow along with the channel. In the next 6 months, we're going to go deep into creating breakthroughs, really tuning up your energy, your mindset, your life, everything, every aspect, so that we can step into this age of Aquarius, this new way where things become as excellent as you can envision them, and even more excellent. And we'll have lots of tools to do that and lean into the change and embrace that timeline where everything is always working out for you. And so, on that note, wish list time. Make your wish list for this new moon with passion, with abandon, with nothing in your mind that's stopping you from writing things down. Don't censor yourself. Don't stop yourself. Don't say, that's not possible. That's too unrealistic. Everything is possible. Everything is realistic. Write down what you want in the next 6 months, and write it down. And you can even write it with a red pen for more energy, or you can put it in a red envelope for more energy. Or if you want, you can put on some music while you're writing it, so you're writing it with more energy and passion. We want that Aries fiery passion to just really flow through onto this wish list, and put it somewhere where you feel like it is safe, where it can kind of be untouched, and live with that energy every day. You don't have to hope for it or wish for it. We're going to live it. feel into it every day, visualize it every day, live it every day in your experience, and take huge creative risks. That's what this time is all about. If you've wanted to do something, now is the time. If you've wanted to learn something, now is the time. This is the time to go and say yes and do it and live and express all of your genius. So, on that note, I am so grateful that you're here. If you have questions, comments, always leave them below. If you like this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe and all those wonderful things. And again, if you want to become a Feng Shui professional, the School of Intention is open now for registration, and we are starting extremely soon. And the session is filling up. Orientation is next Saturday. Below, you can find all the details to learn more and join us. And I will see you soon with lots and lots of videos. And in the meantime, I'm wishing you the most epic start to eclipse season, this massive portal of change that's going to really supercharge everything that we do. Thank you, Jody. Thank you, Deb. Thank you all for being here. And I will see you soon. Mwah. Bye, everyone.